What's going on, FPV enthusiast? Hypnos FPV here, and I'm going to do something a little different today. I'm going to be doing some commentating on me flying my HDZero Tiny Whoop. As you can see, it's been through some things, and you'll get to see some of that here in this video. I've had a blast flying it, and I absolutely love the video quality on it. I'm not going to keep talking over here, so I'm actually going to hide my face, and then I'm just going to keep talking over the video. I hope you guys enjoy this. I do try to a bunch of freestyle and stuff like that, but this was over Memorial Day weekend. So while spending time with my family over the Memorial Day weekend, I wanted to also fly while spending time with them. So I figured, why not do some flying with the kids? They absolutely love it, and they love chasing it around and laughing and giggling at it. So it was a blast for me, and I know they had a great time as well. There's no color grading on any of this. It's just straight DVR put in here. I do make some cuts here and there, just to try and shorten the video a little bit, cutting out crashes that happen soon after, or just kind of a boring lull in the flight. But for the most part, I try and keep all the cuts to a minimal here. As you can see, I'm trying to get a feel for flying this outside. I do most of my whoop flying indoors, so being outside and cutting loose was kind of a different feel for me. And of course, you know, we'll see a bunch of crashing as we go here. And of course, my kids are having a blast with the drone, so I do a lot of just kind of slower flying around, let them chase it, have some fun with it. In a couple years, I guarantee these two kids are going to be better at flying than I am. Not that I'm any good anyway. Yeah, see the knocking right there. I just, no matter how hard I try, I can't figure out like how to not do that. My son hit his head right there. I don't know if you caught that, so he's going to run up to me here saying, "Ow, I bumped my head." And of course, I want to come in quickly for a landing to make sure he didn't actually hurt himself. But when I come in and land, he's like, "Oh, drone," and completely forgets about hitting his head. So I actually thought at some point my daughter was actually going to knock me out of the air with the fly swatter, but she never actually did. I don't think I would have even been upset if she did. It would have just been impressive. Now they do know not to run into it or whatever. Don't let themselves get hit by it. Obviously, I don't want to hit them and hurt them in any way. Yeah, this was a really nice day to get out and fly over Memorial Day weekend. It's taken me a while to get things edited and put on here, so I know this is probably at this point like a month after, but I can't wait to get my 5 inches going so I can go cut loose on those. But obviously I wouldn't be flying around my kids like this, not 5-inch. Another thing I've been struggling with here on this HDZero, which has been driving me crazy, is no matter how hard I try or things that I try, I keep not getting the canvas mode, which is why we don't have any OSD here. So yeah, I've been worried about killing my batteries because I just wait to start feeling like the power drop before coming in and landing and swapping out. But I feel like a lot of this flying would be so much better if I didn't have that, like, have the whoop, like, turn and cut on me as I'm trying to punch out of, like, a dive or something like that. I know I'm going to keep talking about that through this, but that's just, that was kind of my biggest, like, hurdle, I suppose. Although this whole little line here seemed pretty smooth. Except right there when I punch out. I'm flying under the deck there. Don't mind the mess. I absolutely love doing dives with this HDZero. Everything looks so crisp. And another crash. And my kids absolutely love when I take my little indoor whoop that I fly around a lot and fly under my legs. Sometimes I'll fly under theirs with it. So I decided to fly under a few times here with the HDZero one. They just laugh and giggle each time. Here, I'll do a quick through and come in, and I catch myself right in the back of the leg there. And let me tell you, that did not feel great. The props definitely caught me. Left a little scratch. And then later in the day, we head out front into the cul-de-sac here, riding bikes around, and decided to go ahead and do a little bit more flying and just, seeing what I can and can't do. The neighbors know I was flying, and I make a point to stay away from their vehicles. I do fly over our vehicles a little bit, but um, so being out here with them on the bikes, I definitely wanted to kind of practice following with the. I wanted to practice following a moving object with the whoop. Never really done that, and really would like to get into that. Kind of doing some of those crazy like what is it, like one take type videos and everything like that. So I thought this was like a really good opportunity for me just to kind of practice, following a moving object, slow moving, of course, and, young kids on tricycles and stuff. And of course, you know, punching up and doing a flip or a roll here or there, just, can't help myself. Along with my son and daughter, but they got their young cousin here too, who's also interested in the whoop. It's very interesting trying to kind of maintain like a spin, an orbit around a moving object, especially when it's people. I just sit there and worry about like trying to keep the camera steady and at the same time worry about not hitting someone. It's definitely not an easy thing. A lot of respect for the professionals who can go out there and do that like it's nothing. And I will get to that point, trust me. I couldn't help myself, I had to fly under that. I feel like after spinning in circles around people a lot, I was starting to get better with it, but I still want to get a lot better. I have no idea why my son was just standing there still. I think this is probably my favorite part of me trying to follow. Yeah, starting right here, nice and low, following him. Kind of switching between the two. This was definitely my favorite part. Here and then cross over to my son. He just kind of stops and just watching me. It was a really nice day out. It wasn't too terribly hot. Few clouds in the sky. I'm sure as you just saw there, the sunset was amazing. Neighbor coming in there, so I kind of pulled off into our yard. So that way I wouldn't accidentally fly over him while he was driving. And we're back to chasing him. Back to chasing the whoop. Man, do I miss having that type of energy where I could just run around all day, not bat an eye. Now I'm like walk up a flight of stairs and I'm ready for a nap. Yeah, anytime I even remotely thought I had the potential of hitting him, I would just punch out. And then here we are the next day, early afternoon. My wife has the kids over at the playground, so I decided to kind of sneak off and do a little more flying on my own here in this little open area with some trees. It was really windy here because we're like right next to a lake, so I was getting knocked all over the place, but nonetheless, I still wanted to have some fun. All things considered, I will say that this little HDZero Whoop flies amazing. I know I'm not the greatest of pilots because I'm still pretty new at it, but I feel like, you know, I could see my improvement as I go, even just through this video. Pretty sure I bent a motor post while I was out here flying around. As you can see, a lot of shaking there. When I came in and landed, I actually swapped out my my props to see if it was from prop damage, and it didn't seem to fix it at all. So before we reach the end here, if you guys liked this video and me just kind of laying a little bit of commentary over top of it, let me know. It definitely feels awkward just sitting here watching and talking to myself, but I also find it fun. So if you guys like that, let me know in the comments. And if you guys have any suggestions or anything like that for me to try, or anything to improve myself with whoop flying, also let me know down in the comments, because I'm always looking to improve, and I always welcome constructive criticism. It can only make you better. Every time I went up here, I didn't really have any sort of plans. I just flew, and whatever I did in the moment is what I did. There was never any thought into what I was doing ahead of time. And here we are getting into the last flight, the last battery before the end of the video here. So I'd like to take just a moment here to ask you guys to hit that like and subscribe button. Keep up to date with all of the content that I'm trying to put out here. And I appreciate you guys for watching. And I think it's coming up here soon. What brings us to the end of flying for the day, after I go up here and do a yaw just to kind of show the location. Fun little dive, and of course when I try and punch out I get knocked around. It's just the lightweight of the whoop. But as I was saying, this is what brings me to the end of flying for the day. I come around here, do a little spin around a couple trees, and Then when I cut back, I go towards the group of trees that I've been flying around this whole time. Okay, here we go. So I spin around and dive it, and then I hit that tree, recover, but then drop out of the sky. And the reason I dropped out of the sky there is because the motor actually popped out of the frame, lost the screws, and the motor just flopped right off, and it just sent me spiraling down. So that was the end of flying there for the day, which was fine too, because I think my wife is getting ready to head out with the kids in the playground anyway. So again, thank you guys for watching. Let me know what you guys think about this video. Hit that like, hit that subscribe. I would really appreciate it. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching, FPV enthusiasts.